Hello everyone, how you guys doing today? Cherry Call here, and I come with some unfortunate news. I didn't expect to say this today or any other day, but it's time to say goodbye to Destiny and hello to Marathon. Now hold on. Now I'm not saying Destiny is gone, I'm not saying it's dead. But after this weekend, the whole cryo event with Marathon and the raid teams going at it at over 9 hours and stuff like that, something clicked, something kind of hit in my head that was like, wait a minute. Maybe Destiny does need to step back while we have fun with Marathon, or try some things out, or kind of figure things out that's going on, So I've been playing Destiny for a long time, since it started. I mean, I was at the midnight release for this game, bro. I was so excited for it, right? Played it, grew up, went through life, kind of cut off on it because I had to go through school, college, and grow through that and kind of stuff. Cool, you grow up. Got back into it. And now we defeated the Witness, cool, the big baddie, and now we have lightsabers, And then it hit me. Dang, Destiny's been going on for a long time. It's not like I'm not happy for that, but Destiny's been going on for 10 years. We defeated the Witness, and now we're doing other stuff. What's next? And I guess the next thing was Marathon. Now, Marathon isn't new if you've played it before. In the past they had, the Marathon version that I never played. I gotta check it out. But this one is different. Same universe, but you're in a different point of view. Marathon feels good. Marathon feels fun. It feels like Destiny if it took left. Mainly the gunplay. That's what I'm starting with, because that feels so good. It's so, Bungie coded. The guns just feel so good, and the guns themselves feels like they are from Destiny. If you've played Destiny and you jump into Marathon, you can kind of feel it. If you played long enough like me, you can feel it. You understand. It has the movement, the gunplay. It has that Destiny DNA in it. But at the same time, it's an extraction shooter. It feels fresh. It's something new. It's like they took some parts of Destiny, little bits apart that really we enjoy, and then they put it into something new. And I think that's what needed to happen. See, what makes the whole cryo thing interesting about the whole, gameplay in Destiny is it's a PvE, raid-like, with PvP elements. So imagine you hop into a Destiny raid, Vault of Glass, right? For a fact you're gonna go in with your weapon, with your loadout, you're gonna go do what you do. And if you die, you're just gonna start over. Marathon? You go in with your favorite weapon, trying to do your best, and then all of a sudden some team comes up behind you, kills you. Not only do you lose all those weapons, you lose the progress that you were making towards getting open the 7 vaults, dog. 7 of them now. You have to start over. People were going broke, my guy. People were losing money, losing their favorite weapons, having to start over, leaving that cryo raid to go play the regular game modes and stuff just to get some other stuff, weapons mods and stuff to get themselves back good. I've seen people on TikTok say, yeah, I went broke. And I believe it. I believe it. It's the Destiny's PvE game mode stuff that people love so much, mixed with the Bungie's gunplay. The PvP, and it's like that's chaos in itself. And that's something I think that we as game players needed, but Destiny just couldn't give it to us. And Bungie knew that. And let's look at the bigger picture. The final shape, great. That expansion was great. I don't care what no one says, it was great. But in its name, the final shape, we beat the big baddie, the Witness. We've never seen that man face before. When the architects killed us, when they said you got killed by the architects, I'm thinking it was him. We beat him. The final shape, 10 years down the drain. We knocked it out. Congratulations. Everyone and their mama was like, we did it, and they turned around. And then Bungie said, hey, we got somewhere else to go. And they was like, oh, what? We're not done? Now, someone who's a glutton for Destiny, I'm not mad. But even then, I understood. Okay, the story's over. What could be possibly next? And then we got Edge of Fate. And it kind of didn't hit. Mainly because people didn't know what we're going to do or where we were going. It was like, hey, we have this string and we're gonna follow it. We got some information about something that's going on. We gotta figure it out, and that's it. People were just like, hey, yo, I thought the game was done, and it was some new gameplays. The tier 5s were introduced and all that kind of jive, but it was like still Destiny to the people who've been playing for 10 years, and it's kind of hard to bring new people in when Destiny's new player experience is not where it's at. Now, I want to be real with you. Now, this is coming from someone who truly loves Destiny. The loot is kind of oversaturated. And I mean that in the sense of there's nothing that when they say it's new, a new weapon is introduced, that I'm so happy for that, because I'm gonna get it. It's something fresh and it's gonna, refuel my energy to play Destiny. But at some point, we're gonna get a weapon. Well, in Destiny, eventually you're gonna have to make a new weapon archetype, and that's what they did with the spread shot hand cannon, to give us some type of, extra room and stuff. Because we have a solar one, we're getting stasis one, haven't heard about a strand one or anything like that. That'd be crazy. But even still, threadlings. And I'm not even a warlock. It works best with them, and that'd be great with them, so I'm not even going for it. And that's just my personal take, but you cannot deny that you can sit here and figure out a whole build in your mind when Destiny says, hey, here's a new weapon, without you playing it. And that's kind of where Destiny is kind of like hurting itself in its back. It needs to step away. We need something new. You can't just keep stacking that thing on. And I think they knew that, which brought us Marathon. But even then, there's still some similarities with the perks and the guns that's in Destiny that is of Marathon. For example, circuit tracers. Eliminations with this weapon reload the magazine by a massive amount. Sounds familiar. Like subsistence. Defeating targets partially reload the magazine from the reserve. Not the same thing, but basically if I kill you, I'm getting ammo back. Destiny, Marathon. Boom. You feel me? And one of the most glaring similarities I saw was again with this cryo thing. Teams are going in first thinking, okay, we're gonna figure this thing out. We're gonna knock out these vaults, and we're gonna get through it. Easy peasy, 2, 3, 4 hours. Baby, you got a whole team on your back. You don't have just PvE, hard, heavy shield, tanky people, NPCs. You got John Sweat's Mugire over yonder peeking down a lane that you ain't never seen, because he was ready, practicing all day, all night, just to get here to take your stuff. So you can start over and do this whole thing again. The weapon that he took from you probably has gone down, the rain is already gone and stuff. That is the difference. In Destiny, the only thing you have to worry about is NPCs. You don't have to worry about players, so you can kind of get the rhythm of how they are, where they're spawning and what's going on. With Marathon, PvE is the least of your problem. You got a whole team to worry about. 6, 7, 8 of them. You never know, You go in with something, you lose it, you never getting it back. That makes you be like, dang, I gotta really think about what I go in, and if I should continue to stay and fight to try to figure this thing out, risk losing everything I brought, or just go in, come back, and start anew. That is what Marathon is bringing to the table that Destiny just can't right now. And at that point, I'm like, yo, everyone who playing Destiny is loving it. Most of the people, I'll say that, But I'm getting that same thrill from this that I would be from Destiny. And I'm okay with Destiny taking a step back. I'm okay with that right now. And honestly, this kind of leaves me feeling good about Destiny, because if Destiny takes a step back, gets off the burner, stop trying to prove itself every time DLC drops to everyone who plays a game, and just goes to sleep, rest up, and matures while we play with Marathon, still have the little Destiny things, the perks, the weapon feels, my god, the shotguns feel good. And if you pick up that Magnum, tell me that's not a 120 hand cannon. I promise you it is. If Destiny goes to sleep, Marathon rises up for some time. Destiny can take some time to learn what players want, get some new fresh belly ideas, and kind of marinate on it. While Marathon keeps the player base, keep the money coming in, keep the lights on. Because I'm going to be real with you. I'm not a dummy. I understand that there's people there who needs to feed themselves and put food on the table. Destiny just was not bringing in that much for them. Marathon right now, as we speak, got more players playing right now. And I honestly think it's only going to go up from here. It has to, you feel me? So, I say all this to say, and I bring this up to honestly show my face for the first time on the internet, talking about my favorite game. Destiny's not dead, it's just taking a sleep, but it needs to be cut down. It needs to be put down to rest. It needs to grow up. It needs to learn some new things. And I'm okay with that. So this is me saying goodbye to Destiny. I haven't played it in so long. 2, 3, 4 a month. Goodbye Destiny. Hello Marathon. And I'm okay with that, you know. If it means Destiny comes back better. And there's nothing wrong with Marathon being popular and Destiny being popular. Because I'm going to be real with you. There's times I play Destiny and it's not the week for me. Oh, I got that weekly weapon. I've knocked out all my weekly stuff. There's no need for me to do PvP. You know, I got my armor stat set up. It's a slow week for me, not for Destiny. I can hop over to Marathon and have a ball. Gaining stuff and losing it and gaining it and losing it again. Then next week happens, freshly reset, I'm hopping on Destiny. And if you understand something that you truly like, you'll pay for it. Regardless if it's something that someone over there likes or not. You understand that, you know, and I think that'll keep Destiny, Marathon, and Bungie afloat. Because Marathon is truly giving us old Destiny OG heads something new to learn, something new to grind, right? But being that we're getting this Destiny feeling in extraction format is bringing in new, fresh players. You know, people who were excited to play Arc Raiders and stuff like that, or just a fan of extraction shooters like Tarkov, but wanted to see what it was like to do it in a Destiny way or in a Bungie way. And I said it worked out. As much as I denied it, as much as I said that this was going to be a thing, it is a thing. So I have to come to terms. I have to admit that I'm wrong and say Marathon is a game that's probably going to be here for a little bit at least. Dang, my favorite game is dying, y'all. But I think I'm just going to end it all here to say that, yeah, this needed to happen. And I'm okay with it. I'm 100% okay with it. So, signing off, basically, Destiny, goodbye. Marathon, what's up? My name's Cherry Chakal. If you guys need somebody to talk to yap, to be your favorite Titan, and provide every overshield that you need to man, and then apparently slide over to Marathon to do the same thing, you know who to call. Hit me up, like, follow, subscribe. I just like to talk. I just like to play games, and I just like to make friends. Make sure y'all have a good day, make it home safe, and I'll see you later.